What are my biggest achievements? I would say that my biggest achievement is getting to uni and finishing uni and graduating, because along the way, um, especially in my third year, I had a lot of hiccups in terms of my dissertation and submission, supervisors, just everything to do with my final module, to the point where I thought I wasn't going to graduate, and I wasn't going to make it through my third year, which obviously got to me because I was like, so the 3 years that I've been working towards this final thing, which is graduating, I'm not going to make it. Is it going to be thrown out the window? Am I going to disappoint all these people around me? But it worked out for my good, thank God. And I graduated, so I would say that was my biggest achievement. Have you had any setbacks? Um, yes. In terms of people, I find that I like to give a lot of my time to people, and if people call me at 2 a.m. in the morning, I'm always going to be there to pick the phone up. And it got to a point where I felt like I was giving so much of myself to people in terms of like my time, my efforts, advice, and I wasn't getting much back, which had an effect on me negatively, because obviously if people are just feeding you with negativity, um, you're not your mind is not a bin to just carry people's problems and negative issues and just everything bad. You need to dispose of it somewhere, and I feel like I didn't have that. So it would affect the way I'd relate to people, how I would do my work, because obviously all these things would always be on my mind. And I just realised that time is precious, it's a precious commodity, and you don't have to give it to everyone. You can't be a superhero all the time. Some people just need to sort out their own issues, and I have to sort out my own issues as well. So yeah. Looking back now, is there anything you would change? So relating it back to education, I would definitely change the way I studied. So I felt like when I was at A level, even GCSE, it was more like a group thing. Hey guys, let's all go to the library. If you're not going, then I'm not going. There was no independence in terms of doing what I needed to do for my success. And even when it came to uni, it was, I was sort of measuring myself against other people. So, oh, has my friend done this? If they haven't done it, then I guess I'm cool. So looking back, I would definitely take more control for myself and say, you have this goal. Forget about everyone else's goal. You have this destination that you want to get to. How are you going to get there? What are you going to do when everyone else is not doing it? And another thing, I found that I was very complacent. I procrastinated a lot. I found everything else to do apart from my work, and then when it came down to a day before the deadline, that's when I was like, yeah, it's time to do work. Even when it came to my dissertation, didn't sleep for 24 hours, but yeah, I wouldn't do that. Don't do that. But even after I graduated, there was no sense of urgency for me to do what I needed to do, and I felt like I needed constant prompting from the people around me. Like they were more concerned about what I needed to do in my future than I was. And I just realised that the successful people that you see, they're not waiting for anybody to tell them to do anything. They're doing everything that they need to do, whether it be something that they want to do, they're doing it. And they're getting their foot in the door. And I think one of my problems was like having that confidence to do what other people are not doing. So like call up this person and say, oh, I need this, chase this person up, not waiting on people to give you what you want, just going out and getting it for yourself. Which is something that I'm doing now, and things are going a lot better for me. And my foot is in the door. I've got a job that opened like a whole new world of opportunities for me, just because I've reflected back on what I didn't do and I'm now implementing it in my present. Have you felt pressure from society in achieving and becoming who you are now? Yeah, I think being female and being black, there are pressures on me to almost prove myself, especially coming from a family of like immigrants. So my family's from Ghana, and there's also pressure from them as well. So first you have pressure from society, who's like, you're black, and they don't really expect you to achieve great things, and you have to go out of your way and do what your counterparts are not doing, just so you can be on their level. And then on top of being female, it's like you've got two things that are against you. And then African society, the African community, because they've invested so much in us just to come here and provide a better future for us, a better education. You have that thing in the back of your head that's like, I have to do this, otherwise this auntie will think that I'm not doing anything, this person will think I'm not doing anything, or that I've let my family down. So yeah, you definitely have pressures from both inside your culture and outside of your culture. What gives you the motivation to keep working hard? What gives you the drive or motivation to keep working hard? At first, it was other people's voices. So, Abigail, you need to do this, Abigail, you need to do that. And it was kind of like, oh, let me just do this so that this person can stop feeling disappointed, sad, annoyed at me. But that's not long lasting, because when that voice is not there, you're not going to do anything. So I think I just had to think, like, what is my end goal? Why do I want to get there? And find it within myself, because then when you find it within yourself, that motivation and that drive is always with you. Additionally, it's definitely my mum, because I see how much she's struggled or struggles for me, for my sake. And she might not be doing everything that she wants to do. She might not be living her fullest life, but that is only because she wants me to enjoy my life to the fullest and gain all the opportunities that I can. So that is something that is like a secondary motivating factor for me. But mainly it's because I know where I want to be, and I know how hard it is to get there. Like, in the world of psychologists, they're very competitive. So if you want to get somewhere, you have to be completely different from everyone else, and you have to do things that other people are not prepared to do. So, for example, I've just got a post as an assistant psychologist. It's not paid, but they want me for about a year, and many people would not do that because maybe right now they're thinking about money. But I think it's about struggling for a little time, or doing things that you don't want for a short period of time, so that you can enjoy the fruits of your labour later on in life.